stop right there. What if I told you that your thoughts could literally turn into $1 million? Imagine waking up one day and discovering that the secret to unimaginable wealth was hidden in your mindset all along. Today, we're diving into the mind-blowing story of a gentleman who manifested a $1 million lottery win, and I'm about to reveal the exact steps he took. Trust me, you want to stick around for every second of this. You may just learn how to change your own destiny. Let's go back to the year 2007. This was a time when life for Matthew was as ordinary as it gets. It was filled with everyday stress, the relentless boredom of his everyday routine, and that nagging feeling that something was missing. One day, while wandering into a local bookstore during one of those rare moments when he wasn't preoccupied with bills or daily worries, Matthew's eyes landed on a book that would forever alter his perspective. That book was entitled The Secret. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Another self-help book promising miracles. But this wasn't just another title on a shelf. It was a gateway into an entirely new way of thinking. At first, Matthew was skeptical. He had seen plenty of promises come and go, and his life hadn't exactly been a fairy tale. Yet, as he began to flip through the pages, something started stirring within him. The book wasn't just telling him to think positively. It was challenging his very core beliefs about reality, urging him to consider that his thoughts might actually hold the power to shape his destiny. Imagine standing there in the quiet hum of the bookstore, feeling the weight of your past struggles and limitations when suddenly, a single idea lights a spark inside you. For Matthew, that idea was simple yet profound. The notion that if you truly believe in something, it's already yours. It wasn't about wishful thinking or delusions of grandeur. It was about tapping into a deeper reservoir of faith in oneself. As he read on, he began to envision a future where the barriers that had once seemed insurmountable melted away, and they were replaced by a sense of limitless possibility. In that moment, the mundane realities of his everyday life, late nights, long commutes, even the occasional disappointment, suddenly took on a different meaning. They were not the endpoints, but stepping stones toward a reality that could actively shape Matthew's experience. It wasn't about instant transformation. It was about planting a seed in that quiet corner of the bookstore amid the rustle of pages and soft murmurs of fellow readers. A door in his mind swung wide open, and he started questioning every assumption he had ever held on to. Assumptions like success, wealth, and personal worth. It was as if, for the first time, he saw the world not as a fixed set of limitations, but as an open field of possibilities waiting to be harvested. That spark of change was subtle, yet powerful. It was the moment when he decided that the life he had been resigned to was no longer his only option. This realization didn't come with immediate results. It came as a gentle nudge, an invitation to reimagine his entire future. And that, my friends, was the very beginning of an extraordinary journey. It was a moment when the abstract idea of believing transformed from a vague notion into a tangible, actionable promise of a better tomorrow. And it all started with a simple decision to open his mind and let the possibility of a different life take root. After that life-altering spark, the real magic began, when Matthew decided to put his newfound belief into action. Picture this, back in the comfort of his own home, amidst the everyday clutter of bills, newspapers, and the familiar hum of routine. Matthew embarked on a ritual that would redefine his future. Instead of just sitting and waiting for change, he took a decisive step that transformed his mindset into a living, breathing reality. One evening, as the day wound down and he sat in quiet contemplation, Matthew did something seemingly simple, yet profoundly radical. He printed out his bank statement. Up until that point, the document had merely been a reflection of his modest financial state, a number that didn't capture the dreams he dared to have. But that night, armed with the belief that he deserved more, he edited that statement with deliberate care. he changed the figures to reflect a balance of $1 million, a number that represented not just wealth, but the fulfillment of every hidden desire and unspoken dream. Now let me emphasize this. Matthew wasn't indulging in a fantasy of delusion or falling prey to a superficial gimmick. What he was doing was far more profound. By creating this tangible representation of abundance, he was essentially reprogramming his mind. Every night before drifting off to sleep, Matthew would start to contemplate a new life. He would start to do this as he gazed at this altered statement. In that quiet, solitary moment, he allowed himself to truly feel the emotions associated with having that wealth: security, joy, excitement, and an unwavering sense of possibility. It wasn't about forcing it or obsessing over the outcome. It was about nurturing an inner certainty that the money was already on its way to him. He let those positive emotions seep deep into his subconscious, slowly erasing the old fears of scarcity and replacing them with a steady, unshakable belief in his future abundance. Abundance! What's truly remarkable is how this simple act began to ripple out, affecting every facet of his life. As days turned into weeks, Matthew's new ritual wasn't just a nightly routine, it became a cornerstone of his entire worldview. The act of looking at that statement, feeling as if the $1 million were already his, changed how he perceived challenges and opportunities. It was as though he had rewired his brain, transforming everyday obstacles into mere stepping stones toward his envisioned reality. This shift didn't happen overnight. It wasn't instantaneous, nor was it flashy. It was a quiet, consistent process that worked from the inside out, slowly dissolving the mental barriers that had once held him back. And in that process, Matthew learned a powerful lesson: that the universe has a way of responding to the energy we put out. By steadfastly believing in his own success, he began to attract opportunities and the sense of calm assurance that even the most daunting obstacles could be overcome. As you listen to Matthew's story, consider this: what if you too could harness this power? Reiterated belief that what you desire is already yours. Now picture this. The day of the lottery draw arrives, and while the world around him goes about its usual business, Matthew is standing inside the convenience store with a sense of calm determination and a heart pounding with anticipation. After months of unwavering commitment to his new way of thinking, each night spent gazing at that carefully altered bank statement, each night allowing himself to truly feel that $1 million abundance, Matthew steps forward to submit his lottery ticket. The atmosphere in the room is deceptively ordinary, yet for Matthew every moment feels charged with significance. As the numbers begin to appear on the screen, time seems to slow down. With each digit that flashes before him, his mind races, recording every moment of quiet belief, every night of affirming that he already possessed the wealth he desired. And then, in what can only be described as a profound convergence of fate and mindset, the final number is revealed, the sequence of digits totaling $1 million. All of the numbers were a perfect match with the numbers on his ticket. In that instant, the room is filled with a rush of emotions, a surge of elation, a wave of relief, and an overwhelming sense of validation that his inner conviction was not in vain. It wasn't merely a win on paper, it was the concrete manifestation of every thought, every emotion, and every deliberate step he had taken to rewire his mind. In that charged moment, every previous doubt evaporated, replaced by the undeniable proof that when you align your inner world with your deepest desires, the universe will respond in kind. It has to. It's the law of attraction. Matthew's experience on that day was more than just luck. It was a dramatic, life-altering confirmation that his method of intentional belief had transformed his reality. He wasn't just a participant in a random draw. He was living proof that the power of the mind can turn dreams into tangible outcomes, reshaping the very course of one's life. After the monumental win, Matthew's life took on a vibrant new glow. The sudden influx of wealth wasn't just a big windfall. It was a doorway to a future brimming with possibilities. The everyday worries and struggles that once defined his routine gave way to opportunities that allowed him to invest in himself and secure a more stable, fulfilling life. Matthew purchased a home, not only as a sound investment but as a foundation for a new chapter. With his newfound freedom, Matthew embraced experiences he had once only dreamed about, traveling to new places, exploring different cultures, and even stepping into the world of film as an extra. In major motion pictures, every decision he made, every opportunity he seized was a testament to the transformative power of believing in a better future. His journey became a living, breathing example of how a single, deeply held belief can unlock a cascade of positive changes, reshaping a life that once seemed limited by circumstance into one defined by boundless potential. Now let's talk about how you can tap into this extraordinary power for yourself. The key lies in understanding that the journey begins with a deliberate shift in your mindset. A commitment to believe that what you desire is not just a far-off fantasy, but a reality. It's waiting to unfold. Start by getting crystal clear about your goal, whether it's financial freedom, a dream career, or a personal transformation. Take the time to define exactly what you want. Write it down, speak it aloud, and let the details sink in. For Matthew, the vision was a bank statement reflecting $1 million. For you, it might be something different. But the process remains the same. Once you've defined your goal, the next step is to create a tangible representation of that vision. This might sound simple, but it's crucial. Think of it as crafting a mirror that reflects your desired future. Matthew's innovative approach, printing and editing his bank statement, was his way of constantly reminding his subconscious that his dream was already a part of his reality. You might create a vision board, write affirmations in a journal, or even record your goals. In a personal video diary, the idea is to keep your vision at the forefront of your mind, to let it become the narrative that shapes your everyday thoughts. Every evening, set aside a few quiet moments to immerse yourself in this vision. As you sit in silence, allow yourself to feel every emotion associated with having already achieved your goal. Imagine the joy, the relief, and the excitement as if it were happening right now. It's important to do this with a sense of ease and without forcing it. This isn't about obsessing or overthinking, but about gently reinforcing your belief over time. As you consistently affirm these feelings, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in your mindset. Your thoughts will naturally steer towards abundance rather than scarcity, and you'll start seeing opportunities where before there were only obstacles. Let go of the need for immediate proof or constant validation. Trust that by aligning your thoughts and emotions with your deepest desires, the universe will begin to work in your favor. This process requires patience and consistency. Take your time. It's not an overnight miracle, but a gradual reprogramming of your subconscious as you become more attuned to this new way of thinking. You might find that opportunities present themselves in unexpected ways. A chance meeting, a sudden opportunity at work, or even a new idea that propels you forward. The magic lies in that quiet persistence, believing so deeply in your desired outcome that your inner will shifts to support it. Remember, every great achievement starts with the simple act of believing that it's already yours. Embrace the process wholeheartedly, and you'll find that the power to transform your life has been within you all along. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Today, Matthew's story is a powerful reminder that our thoughts are not just fleeting moments. They have the potential to shape our entire reality. If his experience has sparked something within you, we encourage you to take a moment and reflect on what you truly desire. Start small, believe with all your heart, and watch as the universe begins to align with your vision. If you found today's story inspiring and you're ready to explore more about harnessing the power of your own mind, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear about your own dreams and the steps you're taking to manifest them. Until next time, remember your future is yours to create, and it all starts with a simple belief.